Hey y'all, Dr. Brianna Whiteside here, and welcome to 10 Minutes with Dr. Bree. Today is December 30th, 6:28 a.m., and it is already a slow morning for me. I know 6:28 may seem early for a lot of people, but for someone who generally is on an internal early morning alarm clock, my days have been dragging, and it could be because I'm tired. This year for so many of us has been less than great. Can we say that? We've been living through a lot of hard years. I like to think of once we entered 2020s as the cold years so far because they have been very difficult. I don't think without reason, but I have yet to figure out the reason behind the difficulty that so many people have been experiencing. But I'm sure that it will come into focus relatively soon. Fascinatingly, one of the authors that I used to study had this line in her book that she says, there are years that ask questions and then there are years that answer. I bring that up because I think we're in the questioning years, and hopefully 2025 will bring about the answering years for a great many of us. But that's not what I want to talk about today. Y'all, we are 2 short days away from the end of 2024. Yeah. 2024 has came and gone, and she said, you will not hold me because 2025 is on its way. And with the end of the year in mind and in the hearts of so many people, I started to naturally think about finishing, the topic of finishing. And we know generally people say you need to finish strong, right? Or it's not how you start a thing, it's how you finish it. And, when I'm thinking about finishing strong, that used to be my desire. I wanted to finish strong. I wanted to finish at the top. But as life would have it, the high achiever in myself has been saying recently, no, it's really okay just to finish. When you come through a life of struggling and striving, you really don't know what it means to stride, right? You have to work hard. You have to get it. You weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. All of the things that we say to ourselves to make ourselves feel better or to kind of just make the achievement seem that much greater. And for me, coming from the inner city of Chicago, being a first generation graduate and doing so many things with my life, I had this internal drive. I have to finish strong. I have to finish at the top. I have to get straight A's or almost straight A's. And I was so upset with myself if I got a B or something like that. And it was just this internal pressure that I was putting on myself because it signaled that if I was less than perfect, then I did not deserve the things that I did or received, no matter if I put in the work. And that was a vicious cycle that I had to learn how to start breaking relatively recently, because when you hold yourself to a certain standard, and I'm not telling you not to, but I'm saying sometimes our standards for ourselves can be unrealistic. And when we don't reach those standards, we then beat ourselves up. We then begin to self-deprecate, and it just becomes a very vicious and unhelpful and unhealthy cycle. And so with finishing in mind, I was thinking about us closing out the year of 2024 and, a lot of people saying finish strong, but I don't have the strength to finish strong. Can I be honest? I just have the strength to cross the finish line. And that is enough. Crossing the finish line is enough because it signals that you didn't give up. It signals that you struggled your way forward. It signals that you made it. And no one asks, even, think about it. You're going to a new job. You're applying for a job. Are they necessarily asking you, did you finish at the top of your class? No, they're asking, did you graduate? And they want to know, did you complete this thing? Did you get the degree? So this is the same question I'm asking you. Are you going to graduate? Did you graduate? Or are you hell-bent on finishing at the top of the class? Because finishing at the top of life's class really just doesn't matter as much as finishing at the top of your class in high school. The two are not comparable. And I think that we should practice having a little bit more grace with ourselves because life comes at you fast. You experienced things this year that you did not anticipate. You went through things that you hoped you would never see, but you're still here. You're still showing up. You're still pressing forward in whatever goals that you have. And that should be enough. You should applaud yourself for getting to this point and being resolved enough to make it through, to cross over into another year. You should, give yourself credit for being brave enough to show up another day. I know that sometimes that doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel like it's enough, but I want you to have grace with yourself. It is enough. You showed up. You continued on. The race was not perfect, but you are going to cross the finish line because you have decided to do so. And so I want us to begin to deprogram our minds and our brains and even our hearts to stop thinking that if you don't finish strong and you don't finish perfectly, that you didn't finish. This is something that I have been deprogramming myself to do. This is something that God has been talking to me about. And I think that it was important for me to share it with you as we approach 2025. So I just want to leave you with that short podcast today. Guys, if you are watching this on YouTube, can you please like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel? And if you're listening to it on Apple Podcasts, feel free to leave me a review and share it with a friend and subscribe to it. It's really important that we spread these messages, these mindset messages, because sometimes people just need a little encouragement. And this is what I'm doing on the podcast. As always, if you hope to have a wonderful year in 2025 and make 2025 your year, you need to start exercising your authority. That's what I've been teaching people to do in my new book, Words and Authority, How the Breath of God Sanctions Kingdom Authority. Because sometimes it's not that God doesn't want something for you. It's that you have not rose up in your own authority to legislate in the earth. And in this book, I begin to teach you how. We have restocked it. You can grab your copy at BriannaWhiteside.com. I will be shipping out new copies in January. And if you need to strategize your goals, your 2025, anything that you may not have clarity about, you need to put a strategy around it. And you can strategize with me at BriannaWhiteside.com. I'd be happy to have you on my calendar and work through some of your grand ideas and then pour into you next year, because I am going on sabbatical, y'all, January 1st, and I am so glad about it. Nonetheless, be sure to subscribe, like, and do all the things, and I hope you have a great Monday. Talk to you soon. Bye.